Hello, this is Simon Chilembo here. Today, 1st September, as at 14:11 hours GMT, worldometers.info shows that in the United States, 187,833 people have died from COVID-19. When I wrote this piece here on the 18th August, the death toll was at 174,774. It means that the rise is 13,059 people dead. At this rate, there is likely to be 200,000 people dead in the United States of COVID-19 in 14 days. As far as I understand things, that would be a major threshold to reach or to beat, and that has inspired this piece here, which I call the threshold. Why do I care about America? Well, I don't care about America much as I do about humanity. I care about COVID-19 too, so much so that I've written a book about the pandemic. The book will be out in a few weeks. The publishing process has already begun in Cape Town, South Africa. I also have a professional fascination with extreme eccentricity in human relations at all levels, especially in leadership. For me, America currently provides an at least as fascinating case to observe in that regard. The threshold. I keep wishing against wish that I won't be here when the big bells gong 200,000 times, not marking the 200,000th hour, but commemorating American person number 200,000 to die from COVID-19 in the fall of year 2020. It had been unthinkable that it could happen, but the first 100,000 Americans fell to the pandemic in the spring of the year 2020. They never saw new life bloom for the season. I cried an ocean into the summer where I saw people of the world storm the streets defying COVID-19, crying that Black Lives Matter, after American George Floyd barely managed to squeeze out the phrase of despair, "I can't breathe," as he slowly died under fellow American policeman's knee on his neck. I hope that those will be the final gongs, and then the bells shall finally drop, crash to 200,000 pieces on the ground, and die forever. Should I hear the 200,001st gong, then I'll cry to God, tell her that I can't take this anymore. Please, let me die too. I no longer know how to comfort the living. Hope has lost meaning. People say that death is no longer that mysterious inevitable that God plays on us like we do with our puppets on strings. These days, we blur into death's eyes coming straight onto us like high-speed trains. We are all chained onto rail tracks of the world. And somebody in America says that we might not die. The train might or might not decimate us. The train will just disappear. We'll see what happens. We're doing great. The economy is good. Wall Street is happy. People die. It is what it is. Well, I see debris of fallen walls strewn all over the street. This place resembles a war zone 9/11 pictures are still fresh in mind. It'll be 20 years since next year. I would have thought that the world would be a better place today. Mortuaries overflowing in New York. They stashed corpses in trucks in the sun. President, the belligerent, has lost the plot. I see the charging bull lusterless on the knees. Bones are broken, body orifices bleeding. The beast is dying slowly. Somebody must have fed it shredded metal pieces, thinking that it will defecate the mighty greenback. Bulls die. No torero in sight. People die. It is what it is. I keep telling myself that I shall wake up to find that it all had been a nightmare of global proportions. We had all been 5G'd in our brains, already running wild on psychedelic mushrooms, cocktails injected into our 21st century superfoods, spiked into our health drinks. They call them nutraceuticals of our times. And then we saw things in the land of the free. We fantasized people dying by their tens, by their scores, by their hundreds, their thousands, their tens of thousands in the home of the brave. Now people are dying in hundreds of thousands magnitudes. I don't want to be here. They say that come winter time, 309,918 Americans will have perished. The truth is, that's reality to see, to smell, to touch. The dead don't speak. The dead don't seek jobs. The dead don't strut beauty pageant stages of the world. It's not a TV show. It's no fake news. We live in scary times when our salvation as the human race on planet Earth is clearly in our hands. Wash the hands clean. Keep your hands to yourself. Use your hands to help you to breathe uncontaminated air. Put on a mask. Use your hands to define your safety spaces. Use your hands to reach out and find good books to read. Use your hands to dig wells of knowledge, to nourish your head with science of the world for its elegance, its barbarity too. Use your hands to hang onto the good of science. Use your hands to wash your face, to open your eyes, to allow your brains to see common sense in how to be human amongst other humans. If you are too blind to see, use your hands to unplug your ears and listen to those that know how the world works from the point of view of science. You are a lost cause. You are beyond redemption. The blood of 200,000 people dead needlessly, dead in vain for the heartless buffoon that you are. Drip off your hands for that. If I don't find you in hell, then I'll refuse to plunge into the flames. I do concede that I'm a sinner, but I have not enabled COVID-19 to ravage 200,000 people of my land on my watch.